this is strange. Let's do a little chit chat, shall we? I am currently getting ready to get my ID taken. I need to renew my ID. Well, renew is a very, that's nice of me to say, because what happened was I was traveling recently and I put my ID in my pocket and lost it. So I'm actually just getting a new ID because it's 2023 and we are still a mess. But yes, this feels very strange. This is also the fifth time I've tried to make a video. But honestly, my life has been kind of boring lately, and so I just don't really have enough content. But I decided, you know what, let's do a little get ready with me, a little chit chat, shall we? No one's gonna watch this anyway, so you might as well just talk about whatever you want. Why don't we talk about, since it's 2023, I guess like I've been doing a lot of reflecting lately, and I don't know, like quite honestly, like those who actually like know me, I don't know who's gonna see this, probably no one, know that 2022 was not my year. There were some highlights, but most of the time it was not sexy. Let's start with the negatives first. Going from the beginning, we started 2022 off already kind of rough. I had a lot of personal things going on, and so that really took a toll on my mental health. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. Perhaps because I did not find the most suitable therapist. I just decided to quit therapy, which was probably the worst idea I have ever had. And my reasoning back then was because it was not solving my problems. Now looking back, therapy is not supposed to like technically solve your problems. It's supposed to like put you in a better emotional state for you to be able to approach your problems, you know? Or at least that's what I think for my own case. Of course, everybody goes to therapy for different reasons. But yeah, so we started 2022 off in high stress. Not a great start. And then also, personal things ended up escalating, and I essentially felt very isolated and was quite honestly, in a very, very deep, dark place. Did not know really what to do with myself or what I was doing. And then also physical health. Physical health wise, we are a mess. Basically, the biggest thing I think I need to address for those who care is that I did end up having a tumor in my knee. There we go. But essentially, I had something that was previously commonly known as pvns. What it's called now, I really don't know, so sorry. But yeah, basically, I had this giant scar tissue that started growing in the back of my knee, and I did not even know. For all I know, this could have been in my knee for years. What ended up happening this summer is I visited New York and stayed at a friend's apartment and was playing with their dog, and after I got up after kneeling on the floor for no more than 5 minutes, my knee felt kind of funny, and then a few days later it swelled up like a balloon. And so then we ended up having to go on steroids to reduce the swelling, but then by the time I got to see an orthopedic for the first time, my swelling had gone down, so then people told me it was just a sprain. It was not a sprain. Yeah, so that was kind of stressful. In addition to that, this might be a little bit TMI, but we have been struggling with digestive issues for years now. Yeah, turns out your girl also had a gut bacteria infection. Lovely. So that happened. So we just started treatment not too long ago for this infection. But the bad part about it is that I found out that I had this infection a week before I was supposed to get my surgery to get the tumor lodged out of my knee. So all my health complications kind of piled up on one another, and let's just say it was not a fun time this holiday season, as I was taking antibiotics 4 times a day and also had only 1.5 functional legs. But you know, we made the most of it. Yeah. In addition to, I guess, my knee and my digestive issues, this has been kind of looming on the back of my mind for quite a bit now. But your girl has a really, really low heart rate as well, resting heart rate. And, you know, a lot of doctors have told me that, like, oh, it's just because you're active. Like, you know, active people tend to have a lower resting heart rate. But here's the thing, right? I'm not like a marathon runner, and I'm not like somebody who like works out like really intensely all the time. I like stay active. Like I don't sit all day, right? Those who have been following me on my Instagram and I guess TikTok as well know that we started our dance era. And so that's kind of what I've been doing to stay a little bit more active. But all I'm going to say is dancing is not going to get your heart rate down to the low 50s, high 40s. That's where we're at right now. Anyway, if you run a marathon, then that's probably going to get you there. But if you don't run marathons on the daily, it's a little concerning. We also have a slightly low blood pressure, but that also tends to run in the family. So we're going to put that one on the back burner for now. I think in addition to that, my hands and feet are always cold. So, yeah. So 2023 is going to be the year. Let's just solve our health problems. Like, you know, most people are like, oh, I want to get fit. I want to like be healthy. Like, I want to, you know, do all of this and, you know, like get in shape. Like, that would be ideal for me this year. But genuinely, I just want to be a regular functional human being. Forward, let's talk about 2023. You know, I'm very optimistic about 2023. There's a lot of things that I would like to accomplish this year. I guess this YouTube channel, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I would love to start vlogging. I realized that, you know, taking videos of moments in your life and then looking back on them later is something that is quite fun to do. So I think that is what we're going to be doing. In addition, I think also, you know, I want to start posting more on socials. Just not because like I want like a following or anything, but you know, my school is very small and the groups there sometimes lack diversity just because we only have so many people and so many people need to, you know, like we lack a lot of people in general, so it's hard to build numbers for a specific group. So sometimes it does feel like I cannot find my group. I guess one highlight about 2022 is that I've officially entered my dance era and my K-pop era. So we're gonna have our glow up and also probably gonna be more delusional than ever. You know, that's okay though, because, you know, sometimes we just gotta live in our heads a little bit. So yeah, posting on socials, I guess that's one goal I have. Also, you know, like being a college student and all, I feel like a lot of my life used to be like go, 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 go. Like what you're doing today is always preparing you for like the next day or whatever. But you know, like I want to live in the moment a little bit more. I feel like through a good portion of my life, because I was so focused on accomplishing what was ahead of me, I really didn't enjoy the present. And so I think this year I want to take a step back and really just try to find things that make me happy, in addition to trying to better myself, but not like on paper necessarily. You know, like finding hobbies, kind of honoring the friendships that I've built and revisiting old ones, maybe building new ones. Also, just taking care of ourselves a little bit better, and this means both mentally and physically. Like I said, I had a slew of physical health issues, and my mental well-being, quite honestly, was also in the dumps. So this year, I think we really want to try and focus on, you know, just being happy, being genuinely happy, and being accepting of ourselves. I think, you know, I grew up always criticizing parts of me and the things that I did, and quite honestly, it made the things that I used to find enjoyable not enjoyable anymore. And so I think I was struggling with that since high school. So yeah, I guess we just want to go on this little journey. Hopefully I will be able to film it for everyone. And I want to kind of just discover things that I really enjoy and do things for myself a little bit more. So yeah, things that I'm looking forward to in 2023. My knee has been healing a lot better, so I'm looking forward to having a functional knee again, because I did not for the past 6 months. I think once returning to school, I really want to join a few dance groups. I'm hoping that I'll get in, but you know, I'm not having super high hopes, because in addition to my very mediocre dancing ability, I also don't even have a functional knee, and I don't know if I will have one by the time of auditions. So if I don't get into the one I want, that's okay. But if I do, great. What else? I think I want to revisit music again. For those who don't know, I played piano since I've been playing piano since I was 7, and then violin since I was 12. Stereotypical, I know. But you know, those used to be so stressful for me because I was always preparing for auditions, competitions, and whatnot. And it was really only until like a few months ago that I found myself, you know, like going to the piano and just like playing things, and like obviously I'm not as good as I used to be, and I don't think it always has to be about that, you know, like you don't always have to be as skilled as you once were. That's okay, you know, let's just do things just for enjoyment. So I've rambled a lot, I have no organization whatsoever, but 2023, let's make it our year of just really taking care of ourselves, being happy, and finding little moments and finding things to do that doesn't always have to be about looking better on paper, but it's just being better because you want to be for yourself and for yourself only.